To be completely honest, beauty powders kind of always confuse me. I remember the first time I saw one, I was in a MAC store and I said, "What are beauty powders anyway?" And one of the employees off in the distance yelled, "Pointless!" These ones in particular, I will say I was disappointed in, and that is mostly because the texture isn't there. I don't think that these are as soft as they should be, as soft as I've grown accustomed to beauty powders being. I felt that these were just a little bit on the normal pressed powder kind of a side, and try as I might, I had a really hard time seeing these when they were on the skin. I understand sheer, but these are almost non-existent. When I was swatching the lighter one, I actually couldn't find, I was trying to do 2 layers of it, and I couldn't find it on my arm. I couldn't figure out where the heck I swatched it the first time. And I had to like run to a window and look in the light, and is that it or is that just me? I couldn't tell. You want to make sure that you choose your brush well with these, because I had such a hard time. Powder brushes wouldn't pick up any of the product. I tried a powder puff, as you can see, and this actually didn't work. Most of the product just stuck in the puff and it wouldn't get on the skin. I even tried my Julie Hewitt Cheeky brush, which is very stiff kind of, and I thought maybe I could dig in here and get some and put it on, but it didn't work either. The best brush that I found to use with this was a synthetic kabuki brush. Now this one is by Aveda. I've reviewed this on my blog before. If you want, I will include a link in the info section. But with this brush, I could really kind of dig into the product with the bristles, and then I would get some on the brush, as you can see, and I would be able to put it on. Now, personally speaking, I found that the best use for both of these was actually as a body shimmer, just a really slight body shimmer. So I'm going to sit up here and try and put some on my shoulder. I know this sounds really weird, but so you can kind of see what this does. And I've loaded up the product, so it should give a little bit of a glow. You can kind of see what that looks like. You can see that there's light reflecting off there. It's a very similar effect, honestly, to the Estee Lauder Modern Mercury highlight powder that I love so much, but it's just so sheer and you have to pack so much of it on that I found I ended up looking really cakey, and this emphasized pores like crazy, so I wasn't really happy with either of those. The darker one wasn't much darker. In fact, this is actually the dark one. I thought that I was using the light one, but this was the dark one that I just used. So you can see, and I am pale. I don't have any bronzer on right now. I am somewhere around an NW15 to Max Face and Body in white, to give you an idea of how light I am and how little you can really see that.